it's about that time. We decided we were going to do something a little bit different today, add some different elements to what we already do. It's going down, man. Trying to figure out ways to break the algorithm, man. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to all our channels, all our different platforms. Boss Talk 101, Boss Talk 101 prime time. It's crazy. We got to get it done, though. Boss Talk 101, what the boss is talking.
What's good, beautiful people? It's your man, Big G. Coming at y'all live. I'm in your space, I'm in your face, and I'm definitely blessed to be here on this beautiful day. It is August 5th, 2026, here in the great state of Mississippi. You're locked to Primetime Network. I am your host, Big G. And you're tuned into Industry Talk here. We are live at 5. Welcome, everyone. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. And as we move through this beautiful evening, closing out the day as you drive home from work or from the park, enjoying your time and reflecting on what it is that you got accomplished today, ladies and gentlemen. Give you an opportunity to listen to all of the crazy things that have taken place throughout the month. But at any note, welcome. Thank you for joining. Let's have some fun. Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation about potential. Yeah. Not kinetic energy, potential energy. Potential. See, potential is just a possibility. There lies the unrealized game. So we're going to get into it today, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you all. Make sure that you lock us in and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah. Sit back, enjoy the mellow sounds. Unwind, ease your brain. Ease your thoughts. Just let go of all of that stress that you've built up throughout the course of the day. You know, sitting at work and the motherfucker's aggravating the hell out of you. You want to slap the shit out of some of it. Just yapping. Yep. Talking about shit that don't even matter. Gossiping. Bringing all of that negativity into your pure space. Breathe, ladies and gentlemen, breathe. Because at the end of the day, you've made it. Yes, you've made it to the closeout. You've made it to hump day. You're about to cross that threshold. 2 more days to the weekend. Can't wait till it comes. Just be patient. You're gonna get there. And be thankful that nothing tragic has happened. And you didn't have to take action. Beat a bitch ass. Welcome to the show, man. You tuned into Industry Talk, and let's get into it. Yes, indeed. It's good to see you all, and welcome to the show. Today, hold on a second. Before I get started, let me take a sip of some of this lemon water. Lime and ginger. Yeah, and then pop it on. Excuse me. For just one moment. Let me see something. You know what? I do believe. Let me try this here. Okay. Come back over here. Just making some adjustments, people. That's all. Just making some adjustments. There we go. All right. Now we're good to go. Today we're talking about the total unrealized gains. Don't die with your greatest return still inside of you. Yeah. So what do we mean? What are we talking about? This is something that doesn't show up on your bank statements. It doesn't appear on your credit report, and nobody can calculate it with a spreadsheet. It's called your total unrealized gains. Right? Most people hear that phrase and immediately think about stocks or investments. But I'm talking about the songs you never recorded, the business you never started, the book you never wrote, the apology you never made, the dream you talked yourself out of. Nobody else. To yourself. Every single one of those things carries value. The question is, how much wealth are you leaving trapped inside of your own potential? Some people aren't broke because they lack talent. They're broke because they never converted their ideas into action. Some people don't lose because they were gifted or they're not gifted. They lose because they waited too long. Opportunity has an expiration date. You don't always get another chance in real life. Now, maybe in the movies or maybe on a video game, you hit the reset button. You know, you die 3 times and then, you can get back up in the game. Every day you postpone your purpose. Your unrealized gains continue to grow. Let me repeat it. Every day that you postpone your purpose, your unrealized gains, they continue to grow. Imagine standing before your Creator and hearing, I showed you everything you could have become. You only lived 30% of it. That's a painful conversation. Because the greatest tragedy isn't failure. The greatest tragedy is potential that never got exercised. There are businesses waiting on you, families waiting on you, communities waiting on you, generations waiting on you. Your moment isn't always unannounced or comes with fireworks and big bands. Sometimes it comes disguised as inconvenience, sometimes sacrifice, sometimes fear, sometimes uncertainty. Most people miss their big opportunity because it didn't arrive looking comfortable. Success doesn't ask permission, it simply walks by. And either you recognize it or you watch someone else capitalize on what was meant for you. So tonight we're asking one simple question: how much is your unrealized life worth? That's self-evaluation. That's a self-check. Because tomorrow isn't guaranteed, but today still has value. Cash in your potential before life closes the market. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the conversation. Let's get into it. How's everybody doing? Let me check around the world and see how everyone is doing today. Okay. Check in. Where's everybody tapped in from? Where's everybody locking in from? Jay Shaw, what's going on, my brother? It's good to see you, man. Always good to see you. King Macy, what's happening, man? What's going on? What's going on, baby love? My wife, Chanel, what's happening with you? Yes, definitely a great day to be alive. Definitely a great day to be alive. Video showing really clear. Yes, the video is showing clear because I scrubbed my ass today. I took a shower, I brushed up, I got my dusty ass up, and yes, that 1080p 4K high resolution camera that I got shining on my ass, boy, look here. I'm glistening today, Jay Shaw. I'm on it. As a matter of fact, shit, hold on a second. Let me make sure all the hairs are in place too. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure all my hairs. So can't nobody say, oh man, he don't even groom himself. Well, tell you the truth, let me let y'all know something. Y'all a little insight. I really love to just grow my hair however I grow my hair. Yeah. It's not about conforming. It's about it being what it being. I really had dreadlocks down my back. I mean, like, I really had long dreads at one time. And, these little extinctions, the extinctions of my face, my body, the way my hair grows, my antenna, yeah, I let my hair do what it do. But, I want to give you guys something appealing, something refreshing to look at. I don't want y'all to look at a woolly booger on screen. I don't want y'all to have to deal with that. So, I tighten up every once in a while. But I really don't give a damn. I let my hair do what it do. Huh? My receptors. Yeah. But you can see you can see everything with these cameras we got lined up in here, man. The lighting and everything. Yeah, man, we sharp. Internet strong. Right. See. How's everybody doing? Everybody on Kick? What's up, Kick? What's going on Twitch? How y'all doing? But have you thought about that? Your unrealized gains within your life. You know, things that you are capable of doing. You have the potential to do, but you haven't actualized it. You haven't put it into motion or action. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think the end game is there? You know, because you have the potential to do, but you don't do. And maybe you want to do, but you don't press forward to do or initiate. Do you live with regret? Do you live with remorse? Do you live with anger? How do you resolve that internally? Because that's really just a self-reflection thing in terms of how you're living your life. And if in fact that's the issue, how do you switch gears and put yourself into a position where you begin to win and you begin to take advantage of your gains, right? That potential, it becomes kinetic. Pop, pop, pop. You start hitting on all cylinders. And speaking of cylinders, I want to get my my Aunt Priscilla on here, because a lot of you guys talk a lot of shit about vehicles and what you know about vehicles, and changing the oil and the gasket and checking the dipstick and shit like that, and thinking y'all are ASE certified mechanics, right? Let these motherfuckers fool y'all, man. Half these motherfuckers don't even know where the oil dipstick is. I'm trying to tell you. They would just pull some shit out, and they know what they're doing. They don't even know how to get it back in the hole. I'm just saying. I promise you. I am not a mechanic, but I have worked on vehicles and know the basic premise and the concept around vehicles. But I don't pretend to know that I can sit there and fix your shit, drop the transmission, change that motherfucker out, and have you rolling. No, I ain't gonna pay you. No. But my Aunt Priscilla, we need to sit there and have a conversation, because she, oh my goodness, cold-blooded. And I say she worked on jet engines because, you know what I'm saying, she was certified to work on BMWs, right? I mean, like she could break a BMW down, the whole motor, motherfucker, part for part, and put that motherfucker back together like it wasn't nothing, blindfolded, upside down, hanging from a mountainside. Goddamn, that's just how cold she is. And I want to bring on here to talk about, vehicles and being a woman in that space, and being, one of the top specialists when it comes to engine repair. And you hear motherfuckers talk all that shit about, know how to fire carburetors and they don't know shit. They just talking some shit they didn't heard on YouTube. She the one now. I gotta get my Aunt Priscilla on here to talk to y'all. She'll embarrass a bunch of you fellas that think y'all know that shit. Yeah. Oh yeah. When I talk about cars, I talk about putting the key in that motherfucker, turning it, and driving it. That's it. I'm not going to sit there and try to make it seem like I can sit there and change spark plugs, change out. They don't even got spark plugs pretty much in cars these days anymore. They got them little coil packs, and, you got fuel injection. It's got to be right. Shit's got to be right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you, man. Cars ain't the same. So if you think you're gonna get under the hood of one of these things present day, you got another thought coming. So before you try to put a wrench to something, and they say do not crack seal, man, don't crack the seal. Don't do it. Do not do it. Because you're gonna mess something up. I promise you will. Okay, brother Shaw said he just placed another order on the JB Comedy shirt. That's what's happening there. Yeah, everybody tap in. That's right. Follow the leader. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. JB would certainly appreciate that. Yes, indeed. Yeah, working on the major stuff in cars. Yeah, it's definitely out my lane too, Shaw. I can do simple shit. I can do simple shit. Yeah, wash that motherfucker. Yeah, vacuum that son bitch. I can do that. I can do that. I can even add oil. But that's kind of iffy. Because, you can add too much oil to your shit and fuck your shit up. I'm just saying. And yes, they got a lot of computer stuff going on under the hood these days. They do. They do. More than the average. More than the average. And my wife sent me something the other day. And this little gadget. I don't even know. Anybody tested one of these little gadgets? You plug the gadget in and it tells you everything that's wrong with a vehicle. I don't know if it's real. I think it's for $19.99 or something like that. But shit be going for $19.99. I know it only costs $2.99 to make, so I'd be mad as a motherfucker. But you can plug this sucker in, and it'll give you the feedback, the output. You know what I'm saying, to your app or to your device of everything going on with that vehicle. Are they putting that power into people's hands, or is it just another little gizmo? Because then again, if you don't know where to plug it in at, what's the point and purpose of having it? Well, you plug it into your lighter? You plug it into the fuse box? Or do you plug it into the CPU board to get the feedback from the computer system, the onboarding system? I don't know. I can change the tire. Yeah, the motherfucker go fly. I can change the tire. Yeah, oh yeah. I could point out what your catalytic converter is. Oh yeah. And I have changed out motors. Believe me, I have. Back in my younger days, I've done all of that, ladies and gentlemen. I have participated in, pulling the motor out, dropping it back in. One of my old Cadillacs. You know what I'm saying? I used to really get it in, but I'm not a mechanic. I'm not gonna pretend that I know how to do this stuff without the assistance of a professional that really knows how to do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's why I take my shit to the shop. Now, man, we appreciate that show. Says next month I'm going to get the new hats y'all got going on for Angel and myself. Appreciate it, man. Gregor Barabino, he said, yo, send me the link to join you again. Okay, what we going to talk about, Greg? Got a whole show that I'm sit there and run down. I've tried that before. Yeah. We'll try it again. See if you can actually tap in with us. I don't mind. Let me see. Excuse me for just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Just a moment. Trying to get this Link sent out. And today, like I said, we're talking about unrealized gains, right? The human side of it, right? So, motivational minute. Let's just soak this in, right? Every morning you wake up, life deposits another opportunity into your account. You can invest it or you can waste it. The greatest return in life comes from executing on what you've already been given. Don't spend another year preparing for a moment that has already arrived. You've got to move, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to move. Let's see. Gregory Barabino. Let me find Gregory in my phone. There he is. Okay. And I will send the text. All right, there we go. So yeah, I've got it on my mind. I know I always got something on my mind, but today we've become experts at planning, but amateurs at executing. Everybody has a vision board. Everybody has a 5-year plan, or at least I'm presuming that you do, or people talk about it all the time. Everybody says, I'm waiting on the right time. Here's the truth. The right time really feels right. Movement creates momentum. Waiting creates regret. Yes, indeed, ladies. Let me bring my good friend Gregory Barabino into the conversation. Let's see here.
Hey, what's up, homeboy?
What's going on, G?
Yeah.
I need you to
How
turn
appropriate.
your I need you to turn your phone horizontal. Can you do that?
All right, let me see. I got changed. I think that's how we got lost last time. Dang. Can I go? Let me see if I can go to settings without messing this up.
Yeah. So I mean, is your auto?
It was off. It was off.
There you go.
I had to put it back
Bam.
on. Yeah,
In
yeah.
there. In there. What's up, G?
Man, just man, catching on. Just woke up unexpectedly. Didn't know I fell asleep, and
Uh oh.
about to go to the studio tonight and create my podcast. I got Houston's public broadcast station. I'm doing some work with them. They got some financial issues. The city put them out the budget, so got a whole campaign to help them, and they got access to a whole conglomerate, and they gave me access to use everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do it in the $7 million cameras work studio and see what's going on, And then my event coming up on the 16th. I'm showcasing that nonprofit to raise awareness, the freedom of speech thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's happening on my end.
Okay.
One
So
of the thousand things.
right. So where in Houston is all of this taking place? Talk to me about that.
It's okay. The event is going to be on the Black Wall Street. It's going to be a place called Axelrad. It is at the very beginning of, well, I won't say beginning, but the beginning of the black section of nightclubs. It's like Bourbon Street of nightclubs. Alameda is the Black Wall Street of Houston. So that's where all the black businesses, of course, they're being gentrified like every other place. But for the mainstream consumer, it's where Turkey Hut location on that same street. If they ever visited Houston and went to that landmark when it was still, one of the biggest landmarks um, in Houston. So it's on the same street. I'm about 4 blocks down.
Okay.
That's for that.
Now this
Right.
is the studio. This is the radio
No, no, no,
station. What's
no.
going
That's
on?
the no that that's the event that I'm doing for the studio. The studio is in East Houston. I'm not familiar with that
Okay.
side of town. Only been there uh, to a couple of events. So so I'm throwing some events there, throwing some benefits to replace the money that the Houston budget basically replace that budget and get them back on the air. So basically, the campaign is to get everybody to call the mayor's office and request that they fund the public access station again. They've been doing it for 40 years. Just my luck. The year I took up with them, they get cut off the budget. But you know me, I love a challenge.
So this is a public broadcast station.
Yeah, this is the public broadcast station of Houston. This is your PBS of Houston, the city of Houston. And it's global. Don't get me wrong, it's global. It's about 40 conglomerates there, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't just the station. It's a community based, just whatever, for point of reference, whatever we use to PBS in our market. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right, I understand.
yeah.
So is it a full blown nonprofit group? Of course, most PBS stations are nonprofits.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay. And so, do they have a reason why the city stopped the funding?
No, they just cut out all the projects. The Trump administration type thing. It fell into the DEI category type stuff. It's a minority. You know what I'm saying? They got Latinos and so on and so on. It's just a urban conglomerate. So they just cut them out the budget. But Houston is damn near bankrupt for the city. They're in the worst financial crisis anyway, so they're just cutting programs or cutting people off their budget. And this one just fell to, white man don't see the importance of that.
Okay. So, all right. Now, you and I know you and I can have this conversation, and people might not understand the context of it. And you're not just saying the white man or the man in a cynical way. I know that you're not, because we know that when it comes to the budget, operational budget, and money's being seated for different groups or whatever the case may be, we can't just put the onus on the white man. We know that, but that's just in context of conversation. But just to give a little bit of a background about who you are before we move forward within this conversation. Let the people know who you are, where you're from, your college background, the NAACP ties, everything that you do community wise, the coalition, the rap coalition, everything that you do, so that they'll know in a nutshell where your conversation stems from.
So y'all can understand the perspective that I have when I talk about certain things.
Correct.
All right. So basically, like I said, my name is Dr. Gregory J. Barabino. All right. There's 8 degrees, and some of them are honorary for the work that I've done. Like I said, that's ranging from public relations, psychology. Anyway, I can go down the list, but basically, most of my work is in psychology. My bachelor's in psychology. Went into the entertainment field, nightclubs, always done counseling on the side, case management, things of that nature. Returned to Bay St. Louis after graduate school and saw that there was a need for the Black community to progress. So that started down my journey, wondering why is that? And again, me and Galen, of course, Big G, as y'all call them, we have Gamma, as I refer to them, But we started trying to, basically keep up with the times as things progress. We wanted our part. We wanted our kids to have programs. We grew up with certain programs, or we grew up with individuals providing us opportunities to be kids, And when I got back in 1998, I noticed there wasn't too much going on. Kids didn't see kids anymore. And I think that was prior to the inception of smartphones and computers. You know what I'm saying? Those things still were not accessible to everybody at that time. It wasn't, cost effective to be in everybody's home, So on and so on. So we started recreational activities. And then with recreational activities comes the pushback, whether it be from Black individuals, white individuals, city government,
just
whatever it is.
Just the community in general.
Community in general. And it could be, again, because if we break it down psychology-wise, we were a minority not only in our skin complexion, but in our age.
Right.
Because, again, the casino industry and things of that nature, they're catering to tourism versus infrastructure. And we were a small minority, so we didn't even matter, So that's my assessment there. And then moving along, I left again, and Hurricane Katrina put me in Arkansas. After having a nightclub, after having my second nightclub in the French Quarter, they gave me a floor right next to the House of Blues. So blah blah blah. Hurricane took me out 6 weeks, moved to Arkansas, get to Arkansas, set up event promotions. No longer wanted to be a club owner. I'm one person. You know what I'm saying? I have a network. So again, saw the kickback of being a new guy in town. Blah blah blah. Printed the area, moved back to Mississippi. My daughter and wife, and again had to choose Bay St. Louis over New Orleans because of the inflation and the danger and my young child being vulnerable. So stayed in Mississippi, having no clue that there were demographic issues for my business. One, my business is pro-black. I love my culture. You know, we hip hop. So we hip hop. So, you know, not negative, the fun part of hip hop. And then, of course, the Lil Waynes and Nicki Minaj just took over the mainstream, and all that negative stuff started being the biggest seller. So again, sticking to my guns as a nonprofit person, working for the YMCA, hosting events, counseling kids and things of that nature. I saw the impact the music had on the young children. And again, my crusade was to counter that by, again, I preface this, when we grew up, we had two live crews. We had Too Short. We had NWA. But we looked at it as entertainment, not as it was not a personification of those individuals on records. This generation, based on my interactions with them, they take that negative stuff to heart. So it
Right.
becomes like their soundtrack to their belief system. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just turning on and say, hey, that was interesting, they talk real life. It's not poetic. You know what I'm saying? It's not musically based. It's just plain English with a beat. And it's a lot more believable like that. And they're not trying to be poetic. So again, I saw the impact. So as a social worker, proud leader of Mississippi, you know, I help child protection. So I help bring resources to families where there were no resources. Mental health have checked out the state of Mississippi, actually fucking left. You know what I'm saying? Meth and so on and so on. A whole list of drugs were affecting the poor people, all colors or whatever, even the rich people, whoever. But drugs became a prevalent problem. So again, I tried to provide individuals with alternative stress relief through music, culture, and just social interactions. So you call that musicology. I call it a party with a purpose. You know, everybody got to find theirs. Mine was I'm able to reach people through music, and I'm very meticulous about what records that I play. So my music actually, when you go mainstream, I'm actually counterculture. I'm actually trying to tell you to do well with your life. Even if things are hard, we can talk about it. Listen to it. It's called expression. It's art. So once you can kind of think outside the box a little bit, you probably can come up with some solutions that's in your face or hip hop. We created myself. I still got what you call it. I got a STEM program still going on. I've been going for 2 years. It's still going on in Gulfport. Them kids, that's about a $30,000 project. It might be more inflated for 2 years, free to the community. I met them while I was hosting the Urban League and whatever the hospital is over there. I forget the name of the hospital is. They were having something in not the Superdome, the convention center, and I hosted it with DJ Rob Fresh with iHeart. I walked around there. Actually saw the program that I brought to Waveland, Mississippi. They were actually there. We were teaching kids to cook. They actually were demonstrating a young lady who went national on a cooking show based off that program. I met them. I didn't know if they were going to be there. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was going into the project. I went over there and started a STEM program. I said, hey man, how do I get something like this? They said, we don't have a place in Gulfport or Harrison County that we can't find a building. I said, that's all you need? I made a phone call to the president of NAACP in Biloxi, made a phone call to the councilman Casey, who was the councilman at that time. I think he just, this last election, another councilman. They had a special session, bam, and they'll go to program in Gulfport. It's been ongoing for 2.5 years. So
Okay.
basically, like
Well,
I said, I have a
let me
special
let me
emphasis.
interject something right quick, Greg. Let me
Go
interject
ahead,
something
go
right
ahead.
quick because you mentioned Gulfport, and I'd seen where you had posted a photo of you and Ben Crump. So
Right.
let me put this in there right quick because I need
All right.
your insight and input on this. Because
All right.
I am of the school, and you know me, I've always been of the school of let me get all the facts and the information before I just jump into a judgment
Absolutely.
type of a
Absolutely.
situation, right?
Absolutely.
So we know that Crump is down on the Gulf Coast, or has been down on the Gulf
Mhm.
Coast, dealing with the Nolan Wells situation and the family. Um,
Correct.
Let me get your take on what you've observed so far. I mean, you may have some insight, you may have some connections down on the coast with
Mhm.
some of the people that are
Key
participating in
players,
this
yeah. Yeah.
investigation. But
Yeah.
just from your side of seeing what's going on, because you're in Houston, you're not necessarily on the coast, but you're back
Correct.
and forth.
Correct. So there's a different approach than like this some of the locals have. Yeah, definitely. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
I'm not there. Yeah, I'm not there a month, and I may be missing a lot. You know what I'm saying, because I'm not in that general vicinity. Do I have the same access to information as they have locally?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So my
So
take is though, my take actually that photo was of me and him meeting in Houston, and I was
yeah,
thanking him for a case that he was doing in Gulfport, and we started talking and so on and so on. So um, my take on this whole situation is, I have no clue what happened based on all the information that's out there.
right,
I have no clue. I'm watching the
right,
media circuit, and I'm just there for laughing at the comments because I want people to understand that when me and you're talking on anybody and they're thinking, oh, Greg on that black and white, I'm watching it play out on Facebook Live.
right,
I mean, Facebook comments. Nobody told those people to make those comments. Like I say,
correct.
I'm laughing at the headlines. I'm laughing at everything because again, I'm looking beyond the bullshit. So again, when they keep posting these, they got the autopsy, they got his neck wasn't there. I'm calling my contacts. I got connections down there. You know, on the police side, the FBI side, I got connections down there that I can ask. Hey, I don't want to misrepresent what's going on based on the headline. So I'm observing 300 uh memes about his throat ain't there. 300 memes about the witnesses getting arrested. They half-ass giving the story down there because what I'm observing in this circus is they taking advantage of everybody. They
Right.
taking advantage it's like the East Coast, West Coast, black versus white. They killing it. So we don't know what happened to the young man. And I'm saying from a black man perspective, like me yelling, me and you both been incarcerated behind some white people.
That's right.
Both. I got a disturbing piece because white folks took my money at their business and told me get the fuck on out their place.
Yeah,
Not me, not after the dog.
that's right.
And I took them 3 days and they said, you can plead guilty and wait for trial, or you can pay these $18 or $48, I think $18. I said, pay the man. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll be guilty. I'll be there, motherfucker. I'll be
Right.
there. So anyway, make a long story short, my contacts, I'll tell you one thing that made me kind of not pull back or open my eyes to how stupid motherfuckers are is that there's 4,000 people on that island, according to my FBI statistics. Okay, now we're going back and forth about this audio. Either you got a clear audio or you don't. Quit milking
Right.
that shit. Hey, the man is missing. If Gellin, if me and you was hanging out and you never came back and you was with me last, nigga, I'd be waiting for my court date right now to get out of jail.
Right.
They'll figure that shit out at trial. So
Hmm.
that's what people don't understand. We live real life experiences that we
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
We would not get that treatment. And some people, you call that term cognitive dissonance. It's a choice that they don't want to accept the truth. That's a choice.
Yeah.
And then just because I got white friends, hell, the FBI and the white boy, because I got a relationship with them. Relationships transcend racism. But if you don't talk to people, you don't know people, fuck it. You talking to a stereotype, far as you know.
Hmm.
And last time I checked television, we some gangster thugs, and turn on the radio, we killing everybody.
Right.
That's it. So if you don't have any cultural motherfucking intelligence, man, you get what you get. And I'm over the dumb shit. I'm gonna call you out both ways. You's a dumb motherfucker in every color.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my assessment is I need more information. The boy is dead. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Give me something that pertains to why this family don't have a son no more, and then we can talk. You can be racist some other time after that. I don't like you, you don't like me, fuck you, rebel flag, Confederate, fuck yeah, whatever. But I need to know why that boy is dead. And if he's dead because some shit, so be it. But the fact that they harassing his mom and all that other that's that bullshit that I ain't gonna let nobody ride with.
Right.
And I ain't no coward motherfucker. I'll tell you. But fuck these marches, fuck these walks.
Right.
Take your motherfucking money and go pay them lawyers. Pay them motherfucker. Go take your motherfucker all that bullshit, buying t-shirts and putting his name. Fuck all that. Take your money and go get that money to that family, and let them go get more lawyers and more investigators and private eyes. Shit, man, get the fuck out of here, man. This is 2026. Everybody playing games out here like a bunch of bitch ass motherfuckers. And I do curse on purpose. It just makes my mouth feel good when I curse.
Yeah, I agree.
No, if I can clean up, be professional for the young people that might get lost in my like Charleston White said, y'all more concerned about what I say than what I'm talking about. That shit makes no sense to me, man. It's 2026. Everybody's living vicariously through social media. And you detach from reality. Because you don't go outside no more. You don't speak to people. You know what I tell all the people who tell me about racism? I said, why don't you go sit down with the demographics that you don't believe, the ones that you call victims. Go sit down and go talk to them. Go read a book from a black person's perspective. They do none of that. I wake up every morning, it's my uniform, and I'm treated accordingly. And that ain't a good thing on both sides, black or white.
Right.
So,
Now,
once you're enlightened, you go ahead.
Yeah. But let's and I appreciate you touching that Nolan Wells situation. We sit in the same ballpark when it comes to the facts got to be in before I really cast judgment or even say anything about it.
Absolutely.
Because I don't want to misrepresent myself or the situation.
Absolutely.
And just make things worse than what they are with bad propaganda. That's not what our platform is about.
Correct.
Our feelings are for the family, and like you say, man, a kid lost his life. Let's find out what really has taken place. That's all that really matters. And that's a very valid point. You know what I'm saying? Instead of sitting there making another shirt or doing another march on a stance that you really have no clear indication about, let's put that money into finding out what's going on. So let's get back into, let's shift gears back into Houston, this public broadcast station, and the reach. Let's talk about the reach. Let's talk about the impact of where the station reaches. What's your demographic in the Houston area? Do you reach outside of the Houston area? Talk to me about that.
Yeah, they got again. I'm learning because I was just brought in. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a backstory. I was on the gospel event. This station, this broadcast station, was gonna be the location that we were gonna hold the event. But due to the lack of parking, moved it to another situation. Hence, fast forward. I reached out to do it again. Like May, I reached out to him. Blah blah. What's going on? So I went and Gailey, he wanted me to work with him. I said, man, he needs some help. He's like he's like the president. He's like, man, I need some manpower. I got a whole bunch of chiefs. I need some worker bees. I said, well, what are you trying to accomplish? You want to get the word out, this and that, and boom, boom, boom. So he needed some people. He's revitalizing the station. So all this is going well, and then the budget comes up, and he's cut out the budget. So we had to shift gears completely. So I got a lot of, I have to send you some stuff, but anyway, it's a conglomerate, Latino, Asian, the whole demographics of Houston is covered. And it's the voice of Houston. So they got independent programs, they got podcasts, they got films, they've done documentaries. Actually, I'm in one of the documentaries by accident. They were doing a high school, all these celebrities came out. Yolanda Jackson, I forget what school she came out. I want to say Sunnyside. So anyway, they were getting the Sunnyside graduates together, and they would, what's his name? I want to say Clyde the Glide, Drexler. So all these celebrities come out this certain high school. So they were doing a film on whatever. It might have been 40 years, 30 years. I don't know what it was. But last time I was there, we moved the program. I just picked up the phone, network. Hey, man, how's it going? What's going on? I never really get into working with you. Let's do some things. All right. So, matter of fact, I got a meeting with him tonight at 7 o'clock. That's why I'm about to give him a call a little bit. And take one of my buddies over there and shoot a podcast and shoot a video in this soundstage. Because I got a song coming out in New Orleans. Me and Page One. You remember me and you did that show with him in Pastor Stan, or you made that flyer for me a long time ago?
Yeah, the comedian, Page One. That's right.
Yeah, comedian. Yeah. So anyway, me and him, I got to go shoot my segment of the video. So anyway, I'm going to set that up, and then we're going to chop up, see where everything is. So that station again is the PBS of everything. Covers all the demographics, all the voices. You know what I'm saying? I can't go deep into it because I'm still researching. So I do this gala, and when I get there, I said, "Man, what you need help doing?" So he said, "Man, just blah blah blah. Beautiful gala. I'm talking about meeting the who's of who Houston judges, man, everybody, just everybody. The people that's been in this 40 years. The people started when it was just 1986, I believe, when they uh when they first started. So they got all these films, all this background, So they just celebrating a game. So I'm like, it's cool. So now I understand. So I'm working with a monster, and the artwork in there is so beautiful. I mean, like I say, it covers everything, man. I guess it's like a little New York. It's just so multicultural. Bam. So fast forward a couple of weeks. I said, hey man, what's going on? Come down there, check it out, whatever, whatever. He's like, well, this could have been a month ago, or maybe 5 weeks ago. And he was like, we just lost our funding after 40 years. They cut us out the budget, so we scrambling right now. You know what I'm saying? So good thing is they have no restrictions. They can do whatever they want to do now. They can go global versus they were kind of mandated, get through the contract or whatever. So now they can do whatever they want to do. Now they just behind the 8 ball. They got to raise the money. So Friday when I went out of town, they had a gala because the Latin dude got killed up here by ICE. So they were having a benefit for the family and things that nature getting together. So it's in a predominantly Latino neighborhood. That's where the station is located in East Texas. A street called Navigation Street. So like I say, it's called Houston Media Source. Houston Media Source. So if y'all fans want to look it up, podcasts, actors, they shoot movies, they shoot everything. It's a full-fledged studio. $7 million worth of camera. So again, the president, his name is Gerald LeBeau. Gerald LeBeau. And he's a lawyer out of Houston by way of Los Angeles and things of that nature. He's the president. That's who I'm dealing with. And I've done about 3 events for him already. I've done the Yolanda Adams when she came for that film. That was beginning of summer or beginning of spring. I did the gala, and I just missed the wine thing. And like I said, on the 16th at one of my events, Axelrad on Alabama in Alameda at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. I think we moved because it's hot now. We moved working around that sun, so maybe 3 to 8 now or 3 to 9. I'm going to be showcasing that nonprofit. Everything I do is for nonprofits. They tied to my event. I showcase the nonprofit. So as me about to become a pastor, I have my youth program at Houston Praise and Worship. So some of the events I do, my poetry shows, my sporting event, all that's going to fund my youth programs that I'm developing right now. So that's the history of that. That's the history of that.
Okay, so let me ask you. I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions, and we're gonna run
All
through
right.
them pretty quick, right? And I want
All
to
right.
get some responses from you because today
All right.
our theme and our topic was about unrealized gains. Not
Game.
the stocks or investment sides of things, but the human unrealized gains, the potential that you
Okay.
don't really put into action. So,
Okay.
my first question to you, Greg, is fear responsible for more unrealized success than a lack of talent?
Hold on. Let me get the context. Say it one more time.
Yeah, is fear
Uh-huh.
responsible for more unrealized success than a
Hell
lack
yeah.
of talent?
Hell yeah. Fear is dominant in everything we do. It's wired to your, I guess you want to say your animal instincts. You wired that way. If you fear,
Okay.
it could go either way. If you are full of fear, you definitely gonna pull back from something you may be capable of because of your perception. Hell yeah, that's gonna
Okay.
rule out a lot of shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
So does comfort quietly destroy greatness?
absolutely. Yeah, I call it. The phrase as we say in hip hop and stuff. You ain't hungry no more. You ain't hungry.
Mm,
You comfortable. You're not hungry. Again, I'm gonna
okay.
tell you the secret to my success. What I've been saying since day one, every single day. Yesterday never happened. I'm
Right.
never gonna say, "Oh, I reached my full potential." I'm gonna appreciate something I did. I'm gonna drive that nice car. I'm gonna sleep in a comfortable bed, but I'm still gonna have that same energy. Like I think Jay-Z said it best. Treat every day like it's my first, and every day like my last. So that's a mind state that will help you get past barriers. if
Right.
you have some insecurities about what you're doing. So you got to have a foundation. So again, if you think every day you wake up, it's a grand opening in your business, you'll treat it delicate. You make sure everything, the place is swept. You try to make a good impression. You got to keep that same energy. And the thing about business, you never know who's going to come through that business. It could be whoever, and that could be something that could accelerate you, or you could just keep getting good reviews, and it compound, and it compound, and it compound, because you wasn't worried about getting good reviews. You was doing the work that got you good reviews, which made you successful.
Good. That's a good one. It's a very good point. Are people missing opportunities because they're waiting for perfection?
I wouldn't say perfection. They're waiting for ideal situations. You could say perfection, but they're waiting on ideal. They're gonna do it when it ain't cold. They're gonna do it when whatever. My work experience being in the social work field, child protection, first responders and stuff like that. I couldn't wait till the hurricane was over. I had to go get that kid in that hurricane. I
Right.
couldn't wait till the cold front was over. I had to put on some underoos, I mean some underalls, what we call them damn long johns, and go get that kid. So the
Right.
way my mind and my body and I'm conditioned, there's nothing as a first responder. You have to work with what you got to work with. So that's just a plus of psychology and sociology and medical fields and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so that's the advantage I might have. I apply those skills to the business game. Just got to get it done. A life may be in jeopardy if you don't do. So those skills are transferable and you keep them in contact.
Okay. So is consistency
But
more
yeah,
valuable
yeah.
than natural ability?
Man, you seen me. You seen me. You seen me, DJ. Consistency. I just keep playing. I just keep playing, and they keep playing me. Hell,
Yeah.
that ain't number consistency. It ain't my motherfucking playlist.
Right. Well. Since you brought this up, I'm not. You see now you
Hey,
brought it up too
hey,
many
I'm
times.
sensitive
You
about my
brought
word.
the
I'm sensitive
DJ.
about my word.
Yeah, okay, so look, man, you not. Yeah, I ain't dogging you out, but you can't be a DJ. You a me J. You're a me J. You
True,
play
true
what you
story.
want to hear. You know what I'm saying? And it
Hey,
starts out with Prince
what the
and
problem
the
is? What the
times
problem
and
is? What
you know
what
what I'm
the
saying?
problem is?
No, there is no problem. No. Because you
Well, I
said
don't
it
even know
earlier that
Prince.
you like feel good music. You like stuff that's gonna make you
Yeah,
dance.
it
Stuff
made me
that's
feel
gonna,
good.
you know.
It made me feel
So
good.
I no, I was a part of. We were a part of it. We grew up in the same town, same place, same space. So
Same
come on,
dancer,
man.
same dancer, same
Same
record.
dances, same moves. You know what I'm saying? You and Brad Frederick still to this day are
Yeah,
trying to close out
yeah.
this competition to who the
Hey,
best dancer is.
hey, I'm taking that shit to verses. I ain't bullshitting no more. I'm soliciting and I'm taking that shit to verses. We're gonna get this shit over with. We're gonna get this shit over with. But no, again,
But
no,
that's where that parallel comes into play, man. So
yeah.
I don't know. You might be a DJ now, but I do remember that. You know what I'm saying? Mix Maestro was our DJ. You know what I mean?
No,
DJ
hey,
Delight
that
was
dude,
our DJ,
yeah, that, hey,
and
them dudes,
in
they the
anytime Greg
bad.
B got onto the tables, he played the shit he wanted to hear. He didn't play what the people wanted.
Fuck them people. And that's
All
and
right,
that's why
man. Look,
and that's hey, again, that goes with potential. You gotta know your strengths and your
yeah.
weaknesses. I don't know what y'all problem is with the Prince records. I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on. But
Cause
that
back then ain't nobody was walking around with chaps with the booty out, man. Ain't nobody was walking around with chaps
hey,
with the booty meat out.
hey, it just went down here yet. I kept trying to tell y'all, it just went down here yet. I'm like Kanye. You ain't up on this. You ain't up on this. But real talk. When it comes
Yeah.
to full potential consistency, I consistently know I don't like doing that shit because again, people are
Yeah.
sheeple. They follow trends, tricks, and all that other bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I hire DJs who do quality jobs. So I do give the people what they want because they don't want me, even though they do. Now that they see a, over a decade later that music has ruined social interaction and our culture. And I mean, I'm
Right.
watching it. I done my research. I took photos. I got videos. I discussed it. I interviewed people. I did blind studies. And even lately, MBRE said it. Ice Cube said it. Lauren Hill said it. Just because I said it, I'm an asshole. Yeah.
No,
Same thing I
no,
tell
no,
them
no,
five.
no, no, no. You can't take it that way. You can't take it that way. And I'm not knocking what any of these guys have
No,
said. Now,
no, reject it.
but before we keep going, right? Because I'm gonna let you
Go
finish
ahead,
your
go ahead.
point. Because I'm gonna
Go
address
ahead.
something. Because you mentioned
Go
India,
ahead.
Reed, Cube, and all those folks. Okay, I get all of that. But now, from the entertainment aspect and value, man, I like that song.
No, I
Well,
don't
my
have a problem
scamming
with
ass
that,
niggas that I like the
bro.
song. I don't even know the name of it, right? The beat, the
Hey,
melody,
bro.
it's but here we go. Let me address this part of it, right? She's not out there
Uh-huh.
scamming or fucking over nobody. She's making a hit record.
No. Okay, I'm a piggyback. I'm saying I totally agree with you. What I'm saying is because again, if we do sound bites and we do post, you're not gonna get the context of where it's coming from. So that's why you have
Right.
conversation. So here's the
Yeah.
thing: I support the shit out of them. For us, that ain't my tape.
Right.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
everybody like Popeyes. I don't give a fuck about Popeyes. I like churches. So I ain't saying don't
Who?
go to fucking
Who?
churches.
Who?
Hey,
You like
okay, my
who?
bad. My bad.
Who?
All right, so hey, I see how y'all black people got that shit. That's that shit. So look, so the play is, I'm not knocking the hustle. The song is
Right.
good. What
Right.
I'm saying is, it served its purpose.
Yeah.
She
But I
rap,
will. But
people
let me
like
add
it.
this in there. Let me add this in there
Go
right
ahead,
quick too,
go
because
ahead.
what came out of that also is if you're a hip hop fanatic, if you're a hip hop buff, I want you to go check
Hey,
out 3D Nati. I want you to go check out 3D.
hey, I know out of New Orleans. I know. I was in the studio
I know
with her. I
you
know
know
3D
3D.
Nati.
I know you know 3D
Yeah,
Nati.
I was in the studio right
But
there on Lake Forest.
right, man, she dropped a verse on that track. Cold, man. I mean, and
So let me
it's
tell you, listen to me. Listen to me. It ain't about the song. That's what I'm saying. It ain't about the song. We might be
yeah,
using that as the reference point.
right,
My point is, I'm in the club 3, 4 hours. Grown folks, people my age, our peers in Houston. I mean, you got a complete market. You got a little skew market too, because now 55-year-olds and 21-year-olds are both at the bar. You know, that's different. So what I'm saying is the industry and the way they have programmed everybody to a certain frequency. So don't get me wrong, songs are great. Like I said, I can jam them. I can appreciate them. I'm saying is the culture that they wrapped it around in is the problem. You
right,
played the record, loved the record, liked the record, did whatever, but you kept that theme going for 4 hours. You just gave me a whole soundtrack of bullshit, and I'm looking at the way the people are behaving. Musicology. The girls ain't smiling. The girls fucking thugs
right,
now. I'm saying the girls
right.
are strippers in the club. I'm not knocking it. It's a different generation, but I'm saying even our generation is on that bullshit. Murder, death, materialism, overconsumption of alcohol, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Some people, that's their life. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Some
Now,
people
okay.
are
Now,
vulnerable. Some
now,
people are
now.
vulnerable. Some people are vulnerable though if that's all they hear and they think that is. So I'm saying is because, like we all say, because there's not a
Mm-hmm.
balance. Like even MC Hammer had a gospel song. Prince had a gospel song. Dolly Nicky on one record, and then he had "I Would Die for You" talking about Jesus Christ on the same album. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
There's yin
I
and
get
yang
that.
in everything. There's yin and
Yeah,
yang
I
in
get
everything.
it.
But what I'm saying
I
is
get it. But let
they
me
are
but let me
promoting.
address something.
Go
Let me
ahead.
address something. Let
Go
me
ahead.
address something
Go ahead.
because you brought it up.
Go
And
ahead.
we talking about generations and different eras. So
Right?
bar none, we're not
Context.
even talking about this generation and what they're listening to. Let's go back. Let's
Okay.
go back to the 90s. Or actually
Okay.
the 80s going into the
Right.
90s, right?
So my best friends were born in the 80s and 90s. Come on.
Yeah, but we ain't even talking about that because you know what I'm saying.
No, I'm talking.
Little Red Corvette could come on and the dance floor would be empty. You'd be the only motherfucker out on the
I don't
dance
know. I
floor.
don't know. I don't know.
But
I don't recall. I don't recall, sir.
but
Next question. I do not recall.
but
I do not
but
recall.
as soon as what was the song? I think it was 3 6 Mafia or whoever. Whatever
Kicking head.
whatever the song
Kicking head
was
was
where
out there.
everybody started gangster walking around the
No,
club.
that was Scarface. That was Scarface. Scarface.
Scarface.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mr. Scarface. All I have in this
Mr.
world.
Mr. Scarface.
Look,
Okay, so
I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now. Fuck.
soon as that
That's like,
song come on, the whole dance
goddamn.
floor fill up and everybody walking around this motherfucker gangster walking. And by the end of the night, windows getting busted out, fight in the parking lot, shit popping
But,
up. So
but. All right,
I'm
but
listening.
you missing context. That shit was gonna happen anyway. That was an excuse because we had a pastor saying Bay St. Louis beat. Bay St.
True,
Louis
true. Okay, so we
that
can't.
that
That's
just
my
set the
point.
tone.
We can't
That set
put the
tone.
onus on the
Yeah.
music.
No, what I'm saying is, again, we was gonna do that shit anyway. That gave us an excuse.
That's
to act
exactly.
out.
That's my point.
That's what
So
I'm
if
saying.
that's the
But at the
catalyst, if
same
you're
time,
saying
though,
if you're
but at
using
the
it
same
as the
time-
catalyst, that's the primer.
But I'm saying,
I-
but I know what you say. Hold on, like Eddie Murphy. Wait a minute. So here you go. Here you go. Here you go. But at the same time, you had to wait 3 hours before you punching it because they had diverse music going on. You know what I'm saying?
True. But it was coming. At the end of the, it was coming regardless.
If they didn't play a record, it never happened. If they play a record, it never happened.
Bullshit.
It never happened. How many fights?
It was gonna pop. It could have. Hold on a second. Cause goddamn, Brad got sliced up slow jamming. We was slow jamming. Brad got goddamn sliced up from the riddle to the
Let me
chudder.
tell you that story. I just told Brad about the story. I'm gonna change the names. I'm gonna leave some things abstract so I don't tell all my business. So here, wait a minute. So anyway,
And this is real shit that was happening in our lives. These kids these days aren't facing this kind of shit.
Just the fuck they are. They doing it for laughs. They come out the house YN. They don't need no fucking Scarface. They just YN when they wake up in the morning. What is you talking about? They fucking up folks on spite for no reason at all.
I don't believe that, man. I believe in our youngsters, man. I believe in our young people. That's just a small pie slice of what's going on realistically. Every young man and young woman is not out there walking around with a switch. They're not walking around with an AR-17. They are not.
Okay, my bad. I'm just in the school district where motherfuckers in lockdown. You know what I'm saying? My bad. That shit ain't happening. I'm just around them motherfuckers all day, and I'm completely stereotyping them motherfuckers. Yeah, you're right. Fuck you, Mr. Barabino. Yeah.
Damn.
I took it the wrong way. My bad, Gallagher.
Right.
I'm gonna go back and apologize to all the motherfuckers.
You better, man. You better, because them kids, they're crying out for help. And we don't want to sit there.
And that's why I do what I do.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, as soon as they get out of jail, I'm gonna put them on this goddamn show.
Oh shit, man! Look here, G. Look, we about to close this thing. It is a great conversation. I'm thank you for chiming in and wanting to get on today, man. But before we get out of here, I'm gonna let you close out, man. Give us your hot topic talk points and the things you want to get out to the people. Let us know what's going on with it, G.
All right, let me check. Got a lot going on. Let me see briefly off the top of my head. Okay, look, here where I live at, a place called Pomona. I got next Friday. Shout out to my baby girl, her birthday this Friday, so I had to move it to next Friday. But I got the Taste of New Orleans, red beans, rice, and chicken competition. You're gonna win $100 and bragging rights with a nice trophy, and that you got the best red beans and rice. Bam, move forward. That's the 14th. 16th. I got my Sunday Fun Day. That's supposed to be my residency, but we'll see how that goes. But I got your hip hop for the first 2 hours. I got a tribute to New Orleans rappers, the second set. And the last set, I got Afro beats and dance hall classics. And then we segue into the comedy show. That's at the Axelrad on August 16th. After that, we got the all-white linen pool party. Again, here. Like I said, I'm working with the HOA or whatever they call them, and like I say, I can bring folks in. So if you're a rapper, singer, poet, anything, I'm setting up shows in Houston. So after that, that's going to be the week prior to Labor Day. Then going into Labor Day will be September. Then I got movie nights, throwback movie nights, where we're going to dress up in your favorite movie, New Jack City, Grease, Rocky. We're going to have we've got a lot of things going on, and I got a kickball league coming back. My youth program, I'm setting up a food truck court, and I'm setting up a market. Initially, the children are going to start selling watermelons and things of that nature. We got gospel shows. I got a lot going on, so y'all just follow me at Gregory, Gregory, Barabino, Barabino. Do Instagram, because I got a couple on Facebook I got locked out. Go to Instagram and TikTok. You could do Facebook, but you got to get the right character. But it's a cartoon. The guy's wearing black. I got one wearing a tuxedo. Yeah. He's got a. You can tell if it's his right page. I got one of them. I can't add in friends, so you can follow me. Yeah, the one I can't add friends on Facebook. That's the right page. So I got a lot going. Follow me, and again, y'all support local rappers. Y'all support local bands, because there would be no James Brown if he couldn't tour his own neighborhood, his community. Y'all support rappers that are worth supporting, which is subjective. So you support who you like. Everybody can't be Jay-Z, but everybody can make a living doing their craft if they're doing something you can relate to or resonates with you. So don't sleep on our culture, because the white man said we got to have a Mercedes, a mansion, and all this jewelry to be credible. Y'all enjoy the music. Get back to hip hop, baby. Get back to using what you got and having a good time, and don't hurt nobody. That's all I got, G. Appreciate you.
Yes, indeed. And there again, ladies and gentlemen, don't let your greatest accomplishment become something people discover after you're gone. I certainly appreciate you for tapping in with me today, G. It's always a pleasure talking with you, having a good conversation with you, because you know.
One thing too. I got I got the comedy pipeline. I got it set up too, so you can send you. We got a budget. I got a headliner coming from off Netflix coming. Guys on this. I can't remember the name of the show on Netflix, because it's a slip of mine, like Kill Something, the white guy, and they have some celebrities on and give everybody 2 minutes. They come up. It was like in Madison Square Garden.
Okay. I can't think of his name, but you know.
No, you know what I'm talking about. You know, with this white boy podcast, now it's on Netflix, as a series like WWF wrestling. So the premise is you come out, you get 2 minutes, and the crowd rate you. Good, bad, amateur, whatever level you're on. You do 7 years, 2 years, 2 weeks. So anyway, one of the first black guys, he's on Saturday Night Live right now. And he's funny as hell. And this guy, his name is Mac something. I keep forgetting it. Mac something. But we were supposed to do it the night before Halloween, but somebody already booked it. And so we're working it out. So I do have, where I live at right now, in Pomona or Pearland, I have my own comedy club, and I'm going to start doing it once a quarter. So I already got the, once the comedians get approved by the homeowner association or whatever, they're not gratuitous and offensive. Set it off, baby.
Right.
So I got Greg Productions is doing a lot. I need some help. I need some employees, but you got to be about that life.
Already.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. You've been tuned into another great episode of Industry Talk here on the Prime Time Network. Make sure you recognize your moment, execute with purpose, and leave nothing on the table, ladies and gentlemen. And you already know with me, as always, it's about health, wealth, and wellness. In this world, in this day and age, stay dangerous. Stop what you're doing right now and go subscribe to Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime on YouTube, all social media platforms. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to make sure you tap in. Right now, over 72,000 subscribers and well over 11 million views and watch time hours. So make sure that you continue to support, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep tapping in with us, because we're going to keep on bringing you this hot content every day and in every way. It's your main man, Big G. And make sure, like I said, stop what you're doing right now and tap in. Like, share, subscribe. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime.